Good afternoon and welcome back to Fancy Football Transfer Talk on Fancy Football. This afternoon, João Neves is currently in Paris to have his medical to become Paris Saint-Germain player. What a deal Paris got. We'll explain how that deal for João Neves worked and why the likes of United couldn't really get the deal done. Arsenal close to signing Mikel Merino from Real Sociedad. Chelsea and Atletico Madrid agree on terms for Conor Gallagher. The injury crisis at United keeps growing. The injury of players at Manchester United keep growing. 2 days ago, last week, sorry, it was Lene Euro and Rasmus Højlund. This week now, it is Anthony, it is Marcus Rashford. The forward players keep on getting injury. What is really happening? We'll dive into that and look into it, and let's see what's kind of bubbling in that area. I will tell you the length at which each of the players are out with respect to how long they will be out. So let's dive into this day or today's transfer talk on Fancy Football with our montage. Before we continue, please kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell, smash the like button, and before you know it, you are part of the family, the Fanzy family. Let's go into today's transfer. Arsenal closing in on their third signing, of the season. Alex Merino from Real Sociedad. What a player. We watched him in the Euro, especially against Germany. He got the winner against Germany. He got the goal that destroyed the Germans. The Germans at the end of the day for Spain. He's 28 years old, and the deal is projected to worth 25 million euros plus 25 million pounds. Sorry, plus 5 million. 5 million pounds, 5 million, making it 30, a package of 30 million pounds from Arsenal for the player. I just think that for him moving to Arsenal at the age of 28, I think Arsenal are now breaking their rules because they promised that they only get young players into their team, and but I think it's a good one for Arsenal. If they can get him, they'll add much more experience into their team. I think what they need now are experienced players that are there and they have done it, they have seen it all. That's what Arsenal need now, for them to be able to reach the promised land in terms of winning the Premier League for the first time since 2004. Can they really do it? Can they get those players? Gradually, they are getting those players. We also had for Arsenal in respect to transfer that Victor Gregores, the Sporting Lisbon striker, will be joining them too. I think talks are ongoing now in terms of agreeing terms with the player before moving to the next stage, whereby discussion will be open with the club. But for Mikel Merino, I think he will be a good addition to Arsenal in terms of goal, in terms of how they navigate matches, because definitely they need a replacement for Thomas Partey, who is leaving this season. Definitely he's leaving at the end of his season this summer. Where will he be? Where will he play? We don't really know. So, but once they get, they have to get the deal across the line, hopefully, so that he will join them in the preseason, then start the season proper with them, hopefully. So that's how we believe it will go. Let's see what's gonna happen. There's also a breaking news coming in from Barcelona. A breaking news coming in. I think we have to take that quickly before we move on. I think exclusively, Barcelona have reached an agreement with Daniel Olmo, personal terms with Daniel Olmo on contract until 2030, and sending an official bid. Now, details of the new proposal sent to RB Leipzig goes like this: for 55 million euros guarantee, 4 million add-ons, and 3 million difficult add-ons. Olmo has agreed a 6-year deal, with Barcelona as we speak now. That's what the priority is for Olmo. A 6-year deal has been agreed, and let's see how that one put out for Daniel Olmo. Let me just see if I can pop it up on the screen. It's a breaking news from Fabrizio Romano. Let's see. Let's have that details on the screen. Let's see if we can share screen on that from the Fabrizio Romano. So I think it's a good one for Barcelona. They need something different. They need something dynamic, and let's see if they could have that. So yes, I think this is it. This is a deal. Hopefully, this is how exclusive it is. For now, this is how exclusive it is. Sorry. So it's exclusive now, and as we speak. So kindly send in your comments. Kindly share your thoughts with us on this transfer, and let's see where we end up. So this is it for Alex. For not Alex, for Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo will be Barcelona player if everything goes well. If the deal is being agreed to by RB Leipzig. This is it. 55 million euros guarantee. They will pay that amount. 4 million euros easy add-ons. We don't know what those add-ons are. We'll find out as the deal continues to develop. Then 3 million euros difficult add-ons. Maybe we know how difficult add-ons are. Maybe he has to meet some certain amount of or win something in Barcelona in the next 5 years before that will be added. So let's see how it's going to happen. Let's see whether this deal is going to take place. Quickly, let's I think we'll still go back to where we are. Let's go back to where we are with respect to. Let's go back to this deal. Let's focus on it. So I don't know, Arsenal fans, do you like this deal? If you're an Arsenal fan out there, do you what? I want your take on this deal. I've heard my opinion, and I said that we were told that Arsenal will not sign players above 25 years, but what we keep seeing is that it's not going to be possible because you need experienced players that are there, players that have done it, and we've seen this guy did it in the Euros. We saw him against Germany. We saw him against France. We saw him the way he could, though not 90 minutes, but the way he those cameo substitution he had, not really cameo, but excellent substitution he had, made a difference for Spain in the Euros, whether we like it or not. Him and Oyotaba, very, very, very excellent substitution. Oyotaba against France, against England, then him also against Germany. So those are the areas that he made really good. They made really good differences on the pitch. So let's see how it goes for the next up. Quickly, we'll keep on bringing you breaking news as the transfer, as of today, as the news keep trickling in. So let's move quickly to Chelsea. Chelsea on the news again once more. Chelsea Atletico Madrid agrees Conor Gallagher terms. Yes, the player had his contract. His contract was supposed to expire next. It was supposed to expire, or is supposed to expire next year. Now, this is what happened with Conor Gallagher. Chelsea presented 2 proposals for him. He rejected. Aston Villa went in. They agreed terms with Chelsea, but the player rejected that deal. That deal was supposed to worth close to 60 million euros, 60 to 70 million euros, or thereabout, 50 million pounds for Conor Gallagher to Aston Villa. And the player refused the deal. Now, Chelsea said, we won't. Not, for the Chelsea deal, it was a 2-year deal plus 1-year add on. And the player said no. Probably he felt that he's still young. How old is he? 24 years of age. Why will you give me a 2 years contract, possibly with 1-year add-on? That means there's no the Chelsea are not really sending the right signal out there to him that they need him for the future. So the player decided that yes, I will agree terms with Atletico Madrid, get the deal done on your own side. I will agree terms with Atletico Madrid. I think for him it wasn't really about money, but something really around him getting more playing time, and that is what he felt, that with that 2 years contract, plus 1-year add-on, he would not get more playing time at Chelsea. As for Aston Villa, maybe he didn't really value the Aston Villa deal. He didn't value that deal for Aston Villa. He didn't value that deal, to be frank. Let's tell ourselves the truth. That deal wasn't really valued for Aston Villa. So that is why he didn't really take that deal and take it very, very seriously. So I think for Conor Gallagher, he knows what he wants as a player, and he knows how to get it as a player. So I think we keep on, we'll continue to move on. We'll continue to move on with respect to what is expected of. Okay, for the Gallagher deal, okay, let's see. If you see, for that Gallagher deal, the new contract proposal by Chelsea twice and rejected by Conor Gallagher was valid for 2 years plus option for further 1 year. Guys, Chelsea agreed a deal. Look at it. Okay, let me pop it up on the stream. Okay, this is what we have. Chelsea agreed a deal with him. See, Chelsea agreed that deal with him and presented that contract to him, but the player refused and rejected that contract. He rejected the contract outrightly, citing maybe something a little bit different from what he felt was supposed to be. I think that he had other ideas, but now he has had to decide on Atletico Madrid move. He has to decide on this move, whether he likes it or not. I hope he takes that deal, the Atletico Madrid deal. Though Chelsea will pay, Atletico Madrid will pay 33 million euros for him. That's what the deal is all about. They will pay 33 million euros for him. So, and let's see the next move of the player going forward. I just think that he has to take this deal. It's not a huru for him with respect to what is out there. Hopefully, let's see what will happen for Conor Gallagher. If you're a Chelsea fan, tell me what you think about Conor Gallagher. Tell me what you think about his move. Tell me why he rejected that contract. Please kindly subscribe to Fancy Football. If you are here for the first time, joining us for the first time, subscribe to Fancy Football and tell us what you think about this Gallagher deal going forward. Sorry, yesterday I did some apologies. I'll continue to do it today. We were off air for a week, and because we were actually packing and ensuring that we get a new place, and that is why we were off air. But sorry, my apologies to my esteemed viewers. So let's move on. I will keep on making sure that things are better. Okay, guys, let's see what we have. Let's move on from Gallagher to this guy. This guy, United were after him, other clubs were after him, but at the end of the day, he will be Paris Saint-Germain player. How did Paris Saint-Germain pull this whole stuff? I don't just know how they pull it off, but I think it's a wonderful, wonderful deal for Paris Saint-Germain. If you come to think about it, it is a wonderful deal for them. If you come to think about it, but just look at the deal itself. Joao Neves. Let's just see. Let's pop it up on the big screen. Look at it. Just think about the deal itself. Joao Neves in Paris today with medical tests booked as a new Paris Saint-Germain player. Contract signing to follow after a 60 million euro plus 10 million pounds, 10 million euros add-on package deal was agreed between Benfica and Paris Saint-Germain. But see, there's something beneath, there's something under that deal that we really don't understand. Um, this deal itself, if you look at Renato Sanchez will be moving to the other side, though they will tell you that Renato Sanchez is not part of that move, but Renato Sanchez is moving to the other side. He is moving. So if you look at Renato Sanchez's value currently in the transfer market, and you look at Joao Neves' value, if you merge it together, the 120 million, 20 million euros that is needed, or the asking price for Benfica has been achieved. Why didn't other clubs see it in that way? Why didn't they see it in that way? That's my question. Why didn't they see this deal in that way? But Paris Saint-Germain went in and they saw something different. They saw something really different, and they presented their proposal to Benfica. Make sure that they agreed terms with the player himself. Yes, that terms have been agreed, and also presented that proposal to Benfica, telling Benfica this is what we could offer going forward. And Benfica looked at it very well, knowing fully well that they could get something out from Renato Sanchez. He's still young also. Let's not just mind Renato Sanchez. He's still young, but he has been a traveler for of Virus Club. We know that. So, but if you look at the proposal itself, it's a very wonderful package for Benfica. And they will have to, they see no way rather than letting Joao Neves leave. So, good luck to Joao Neves. Good luck to Paris Saint-Germain. And also, happy spending of money for Benfica. They will spend their money, they will get the player on the other side. So tell me what you think about this deal quickly. Let's move on. Let's move on. Time waits for nobody. Time waits for us to for also. So let's move on. Let's move on. So let's keep talking about. So let's go on one other breaking news in the with respect to United that is just coming in. So let me look for that story, and let's see. It's all about Scott McTominay. For Scott McTominay, I think look at Scott McTominay. For Scott McTominay, breaking news from there. Not really, but let's see. Okay, Fulham have submitted a new bid for Scott McTominay in excess of £20 million, expected to be rejected. Man United will be open to sell off the player for around, I think United have said it. If they have £30 million, come and take the player. Take it or leave it. That's how they value him. That's how they value him. They've submitted a bid. I think Fulham has to cough out if they want him. Eric Tangal have said he will sacrifice him. He's a very important player for United. With respect to getting goals, with respect to having that instincts for goal, very, very important. At a certain time last season, he was the highest goal scorer before other players came into the party, the likes of Rasmus Højlund, the likes of Bruno Fernandes came in to help the team. At a certain time last season, he was rescuing United virtually a one-man rally, especially the match against was it Sheffield United, either Sheffield United or Brentford. He was there late, scored two goals towards the end of that match. So he is an important player, and Ten Hag have acknowledged it. And we just hope that at the end of the day, that deal goes through. For Scott McTominay, let's see where he ends up at the end of the day. A lot of things have to happen for that deal. Fulham have to bring something up. They have to bring something different up. They have to make up something really different to get that guy going forward. Okay. So let's see what is left for today's show. Not quite a lot of stories that are breaking out there, but let's see where we are with respect to uh, other deals. So let's go back to United. I think I want us to talk United. I want us to talk a growing number of things that have been happening recently in the preseason for Manchester United. Look at this one: Marcus Rashford down in pain and also stopped off for Manchester United. One more potential injury to check after Lene Euro 3 months, Rasmus Hoyland 6 weeks. So you see now, we don't know the extent of Rashford injury, but I think the club needs to find out. I hope it's not that serious. Hopefully, it's not that serious. But let's see what will happen at the end of the day. If something is being announced for Rasmus Hoyland, he has an hamstring, and for then a Euro, I think he fractured one of his bone in the leg. So let's see what will happen at the end of the day for Rashford. Potentially it's an injury, but I don't think it's an hamstring. Maybe something that will keep him out for a long time. I don't think so. So I don't know what you think. Let's keep talking. Kindly subscribe to Fancy Football. Kindly hit the notification bell. Tell us what you think about uh, all this discussion that we've had today. Let's share ideas. Tell me if you think Mikel will be a wonderful signing for Arsenal. Then let me know what you think. If you also think that Conor Gallagher will go to Atletico Madrid after rejecting 2 transfer proposals from Chelsea, then tell me what you think. If he will still be in Chelsea this summer, at the end of this summer, then let's know. Then also finally tell me what you think about the injury crisis at United. 4 players. What is the cause? I've not really gone into that issue yet. With what is the cause? Is it excessive training? Is it fatigue? I I don't know, but these are 4 players. I think one back or 2 forward players getting injured, including Anthony. I didn't put Anthony in that perspective. Anthony is also injured. He picked up a knock in training. So we have 4 players now, 3 forward and 1 defender getting injured. So I think it's a call to concern for United, and let's see where that leaves us. For Leno Euro, he'll be back at the end of the season, if I'm not mistaken. I know at the end of October. So we have August, September, October. So maybe mid-October he'll be back. For Rasmus Højlund, he'll be back next month, hopefully at the middle of September. Rashford, we don't know anything, and Anthony, we don't really know anything about his own injury. But hopefully, let's see what will happen at the end of the day when it comes to getting these players on board. So, guys, I'm still waiting. We have let's pop up the discussion. Let's talk football. Let's talk transfers. So, hopefully from next week we'll have let's see we'll have the prediction segment for the Premier League for the new season's commence from next week. So we will be taking one fan every week. That's our competition. We'll choose one fan every week to come to Fancy Football every month. One fan every month to come to Fancy Football and make and come to the prediction show. I don't know how that one will pan. How we'll get to have that or have it have the I don't think how we'll get that fan out. But if you have access to internet, a very strong internet, very very powerful internet, then you can be part and parcel of the show every weekend as soon as the season starts. So there is no cause for alarm, no cause so we'll be taking our predictions a little bit much more different, much different. So let's see what will happen at the end of the day. So tell me what you think about these transfers, and we will come back to you by tomorrow, hopefully on Fancy Football. Good to be here Good to have you on Fancy Football. And I say gracias.